Wong In-Shik was born on September 13, 1940. He is a Korean actor and Hapkido teacher. Wong was born in Songchang, north of Pyongyang in what is now North Korea, and his family moved to Seoul when he was a young child. It was there that he was introduced to the martial arts, first with Tang Soo Do and later at age 13 Hapkido. Hapkido, translated from Korean, is the way of uniting energy. It is a martial art created in South Korea that incorporates many elements from Aikido, Taekwondo and Tangsundo. A combat Hapkido match is very fast, tough, and most effective in a street fight. It uses the principle of guaranteed defeat. Usually 2 or 3 techniques are used in a combination. Each of them can end in knockout, fracture, or painful shock. The basics of Hapkido are wrestling techniques, locks and throws, which are very effective and impressive in close combat and self-defense. Great attention is paid to influencing anatomical pain points in order to neutralize your opponent as quickly as possible. Wong received his black belt at 16 and was sent to the Korean Hapkido Association, led by Ji Han-jae, shortly thereafter. At that time, Wong was especially known for his excellent kicking ability and varied jumping streaks. Eventually, in 1976, the Korean Hapkido Association promoted him to a 7th Dan black belt and appointed him as chief instructor at the association's headquarters. Wong soon became known as an influential and famous martial arts teacher, and many dreamed of becoming his students. One day, Hong Kong film director Huang Feng brought Sammo Hung and Jackie Chan, as well as Angela Mao with other actors, to Seoul for filming in 1972. It was necessary to fit into the action sequence in Hong Kong, and so these stars trained for about 4 months in the Korean Hapkido Association under the guidance of Wong and the head of the association. Many of the impressive kicking techniques seen in Hong Kong cinema today are the result of the intercultural influence of the time. Impressed by the Hapkido practitioners, Huang invited Wong and his mentor to Hong Kong to develop an idea for a film inspired by the director's experience in Korea. As a result, the film, Hapkido, was born, which is known abroad under the English name, Lady Kung Fu. In the film, they play a Hapkido master and his best student who teach a group of Chinese students. In subsequent films such as Unicorn Fist, Wong and his mentor played different roles. Wong continued to act in other films, and the first stage of his career ended after the death of Bruce Lee, with whom he was in talks to participate in the Game of Death. Wong also made a brief appearance in The Way of the Dragon as a Japanese karateka. After returning to Korea, he starred in a series of Korean martial arts films over the next few years. Wong then immigrated to Canada and opened his own school in the city of Toronto after leaving cinema for good. When Jackie Chan rose to prominence in Hong Kong cinema, he persuaded Wong to retire to direct the film The Young Master, which features a small fight scene between Chan and Wong in its original form. He also starred in Dragon Master, in which he plays the villain opposing Jackie Chan. Wong's work in Hong Kong cinema eventually helped to promote Hapkido in both China and Korea,